Interesting start to the day. I was tired of waiting for the backhoe to show up because that's been weeks and weeks and no showing up. So I decided to have the guys start to break apart the concrete into smaller pieces, and then I could use a loader, which I know I can get. And they started doing that, and lo and behold, backhoe shows up. So I had to redirect that plan and make a little changes on what they were doing. And because I'm not sure the backhoe guy knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing, I left him instructions. But so I came home, had a really speedy breakfast, and I'm headed back again. Today was one of those just regular, I guess, sort of Mondays. I had the guys starting to take apart with the jackhammer because I was tired of waiting. The backhoe showed up. The backhoe hadn't come. It was supposed to come like 3-4 weeks ago. And yup, tomorrow, yup, tomorrow. That never happened. So it's like, today it happened. Got all of that done. Walls, you know, old cinder block walls that I needed to have removed, and rubble from that cement roof. So that got all taken care of. And it was just a lot of little bits and pieces. I had another room, and that's sort of where we are on this project, is that I've got a big deck to make. But like one of the things that had to be done today was finish off a bathroom. There was 3 pieces of tile. So I had one of the guys who knows how to tile put the 3 pieces in. I wasn't waiting anymore. That's done. Baseboards in, doors hung, trimmed. So tomorrow I can have it all caulked, puttied, sanded, and then we can start the painting. It'll take a couple days because you can only put 1 coat, and then you have to wait for that. So it's like bits and pieces are being finished. So it's not as, you know, like when you go and you build a whole deck, boom, you see, oh boy, big progress. But these little bits and pieces that still have to be finished off towards the end of a stage of a project still have to be done. So we're getting there. But I was supposed to have an order from Home Depot come on Saturday. That order isn't coming. But, and then I was supposed to, the following week was 2x12s that I needed for this deck. Those, Home Depot not coming, 2x12s coming. So that works out fine. So we'll get those delivered. I've got to move some cinder blocks around tomorrow because I've got a huge 68-foot cement wall, block wall to make, and then we'll have to put steel in those and block it up, and you know, all kinds of fun stuff like that. But the project's going well. I mean, it's still going to take some time because this deck is such a big deck, and then I can only go so far because where that garage is going to be 4 2,500-gallon rain collection tanks, plastic ones. And I can't exactly just magically get them under the deck. So they have to go in first before the deck gets put. The other thing, I started, I don't know, I needed something new to learn. So I started learning, remember I told you about that thing with coffee as an idea? Well, so I started learning about coffee and the process from picking the beans to the whole process that goes through is really unbelievable. So I'm gonna get into that at another time, but tonight I've got to get ready. I mean, that coffee process just amazes me. Why coffee isn't $100 a pound boggles my mind for what has to go into it to make it. But I'll do that another time. Tonight I've got to go. There's some people I know are bringing a whole bunch of books to the library, and they're going to give them out to all the first graders on the island. So in a little while I've got to go over there. Sid's over there already helping to serve, I think, wine and refreshments or snacks or whatever. So I'll go over there and do that, and then I'll come back and do my usual nighttime stuff, and that'll be today.
It's a pleasure to see everybody here tonight. And what you can do is just put this to books, and we can just continue have this going. This is something that is in history. Yes. Just being able to have a book out, your dad, is just wonderful. And something like this, I hope it spreads not only in the Bahamas, but around the world. So the whole world can see what's going on in Eleuthera. Okay? So thank you all for coming, and you all please enjoy yourself. Make yourself feel at home. This is Eleuthera. I love freedom, so enjoy it.
My name's Lynn Corlett, and the first book Seabreeze and I did together, and the second book we did with the help of the artist from the first book. And as we were talking about doing this second book, there was so much information we wanted to cover that we decided we hope it's going to be a series. Dr. Seabreeze's tales and just lots of heritage from the out islands that we want to preserve through children's literature. And we did fundraising for this book, and we did that so we can give a copy of the book to every first grader on the island. You know, during the week. And the children seemed very excited. And first I asked them at Emma Cooper if they knew Dr. Seabreeze, and they were all, you know, they're 5 years old. And I held up his picture. I said, "Do you know this man?" "Oh yes, he plays the guitar and he sings." So we had a good conversation. And with all the fundraising, and like I said, we were able to give books to the first graders, and we hope to get the next book going and make it even more of a Bahamian project. We want to start, you know, using Bahamian artists, and eventually, you know, I'll step aside and hopefully the Bahamians also write it, because it's really a Bahamian story, and I want you know, the Bahamas to own the project. So It's been a lot of fun, and thank goodness this man has an accurate and memory that, you know, it's just given us lots of good information because it's the heritage through real experiences. So that's what we're trying to do, and we hope both books are here. Both books, the profits go to Dr. Seagreaves and Haynes Library for future projects. So we hope you'll take this opportunity to get a signed copy. So thank you all for coming.
What do you woman say? Don't drink tight and don't eat again. You know the jackass they want to break. Let it break, let it break. I said the jackass they want to break. Let it break, let it break. Don't drink tight and don't eat again. You hear what the woman say? Don't drink tight and don't eat again. I said the jackass they want to break. Let it break, let it break. Just as you want to break, let it